And to find the transfer function from this state model equation, the Laplace transform of both the equation, and then after rearranging the equation, we got transfer function as C Si minus A inverse into B plus D U of t. Okay, or whole bracket you can take, and after that U of t you can multiply. So if you are finding the output, otherwise for the transfer function, that will be directly C Si minus A inverse into B plus D. So let me drive the equation again, and I'll let you know. Okay. So okay, I hope slides are visible to you. If slides are visible to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
See, okay, this was the problem, which was the electrical circuit which is given here, and I told you to find out what is the state variable x1, x2, x3, and what is the output equation, or what is the state model equation you can find. After finding the state model equation, you can go through the that block diagram. Okay, the diagram of the state diagram basically, and you can also go through the transfer function for this particular electrical circuit. So in this circuit we have three storage element. We have inductor, we have capacitor, and we have again inductor. So three storage element, that means three state variable will be there. So just assume that the inductor having a current IL1, and this capacitor having a voltage of VC2, and this inductor having a current of IL2. So just assume you take this as a IL1 as a one variable, and that is called x1, and VC2 is another variable, that is called x2, and IL2 is another variable which is called x3. So all three are state variable x1, x2, x3, and you can go through this. Okay, and all the values which is given here, you can use the value and find out. Okay, if you are not able to find the solution, you can go through my notes. You can find the solution there. Okay, but try to practice by your own. Otherwise you can go through the notes. Okay, so this is the three variable equation, and for the transfer function, I'll give you the formula for the transfer function, and you will get the all the matrix like A, B, C, D matrix after finding the state model equation. So you can use these state variable A, B, C, D in the transfer function, and you can find out. Okay, so for that you will have to do that Si minus A inverse. So inverse of the matrix will be found out using this inverse matrix Si minus A inverse, and you can use this in the equation of the transfer function. Okay, so this problem is basically very lengthy problem that will not asked for all these in a one question, but a part of that will be asked in the examination for that type of problem. Okay, so you can go through this. Okay, this will take some time, and you try by your own. Okay, maybe in my notes all the things were not given, but you try. I have given you the hint, you can go through this. Okay, if you're facing any difficulty, please let me know. Now move further. We have a transfer function from a state model. So we have a state model equation. This is the state equation, and this is the output equation. Okay, so we have this equation x of s, which is equal to ax of s plus bu of s, and this is basically y of s is equal to cx of s plus du of s. Now try to find the x of s from this equation and substitute in the another equation. So what we'll get? We'll get sx of s, sx of s minus ax of s. Okay, which is equal to bu of s. Now, if you take x of s as a common, what will happen? We'll have Si minus A inverse. Okay, Si minus A inverse. So this will give you Si minus A only. Sorry, Si minus A into x of s, which is equal to Bu of s. Okay, so what will happen if you take only x of s? You have to multiply Si minus A inverse both side. So just multiply Si minus A inverse both side. Okay, and we'll get Si minus A into x of s which is equal to Si minus A inverse B U of S. So see what will happen if we have A inverse is this is the matrix, will get identity matrix of same size. So this will give you the identity matrix multiplied with the x of s, so we'll get x of s only. So x of s is equal to Si minus A inverse, okay, into Bu of s. So try to substitute this in the second equation. So in this equation, try to substitute. So what you will get, y of s is equal to c instead of x of s. You just try to multiply this term. So we'll get c si minus a inverse bu of s, okay, plus du of s, okay, du of s. So you can take u of s as a common and divide here by u of s. So you'll get y of s by u of s, which is equal to si minus si minus a inverse si minus a inverse bu of s. Okay, plus d. Sorry, u of s will not be there. So plus d. So this is basically the transfer function. This is nothing but the transfer function. So you'll get the transfer function c si minus a inverse into b plus d. Okay, and all these are the matrix. C is also the matrix of order. What was the order? C matrix order. So C was the order of this was the order of n cross 1, and this is supposed to be y is what, how many output was there. So m number of output was there, m cross 1. So this should be m cross n. So C should be m cross n. And similarly, Si minus A inverse will give you the Si minus A inverse n cross n matrix. Okay, so because A is the dimension of n cross n, so we'll give you Si minus A inverse is called n cross n matrix. So this will give you C is basically C is what of the order m cross n, and this is basically n cross n. So dimensionally that should be correct. What is the B dimension? So B dimension, this is basically U is your R cross 1 matrix, R cross 1 matrix. So this should be n cross, this should be n cross 1. So that should be n cross R matrix. So what you will get? You will get D is basically D is, this is R cross 1 and D should be M cross R. So that M cross R cross 1 multiplied, we'll get M cross 1 matrix. So this should be M cross R. So see, after we have a plus sign in between. So M cross R and M cross R is matching. So transfer function of order of M cross R matrix will get. Okay. So this is what we are getting. So this is the transfer function. This is the transfer function, which is y of s by u of s is equal to c si minus a inverse into b plus d. Okay. So this is the transfer function. Okay, try to memorize this. Okay, so in this equation transfer function, see, we have seen in a block diagram, if we have a transfer function like a normal feedback loop, we have g of s divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s for negative feedback. So what was the characteristic equation from this? So whatever the things which will be in the denominator, that will be equated as 0, and that is called as a characteristic equation. This is nothing but 1 plus g of s into h of s, which is equal to 0, and that is called a characteristic equation. Characteristic equation. So but in this equation you can see this Si minus A inverse means this Si minus A inverse, that means this will be in the denominator, and if you take D as a if you take LCM, you will get Si minus A is in the denominator. So that means Si minus A is equal to 0. If we equate Si minus A equal to 0, that is called as a determinant of the, so that is called characteristic equation of the system. Okay, this is called characteristic equation of the system. So that is nothing but characteristic equation of the system. Okay, so Si minus A equal to 0, it is called as denominator of the transfer function, and the roots of this equation are called loop system. So already we know characteristic equation if it is equated to 0, and if we are able to find the number of poles or the number of roots for that equation, equation. So we can say this is basically this is give you the poles of the closed loop system. So okay, so this is all about the transfer function. You can go through this derivation, and this can be asked for 2 marks if it is asked. Okay, so now in the problem, if nth order differential equation is given and you are asked to find the transfer function of the system using method or a state equation or a state model equation method, okay, or a state equation method. So if that is asked, you will you will means the model equation and output equation indirectly we need to find, because that is the requirement in the transfer function. A B C D matrix is the requirement in this function. So if the transfer function is asked, we indirectly find out the state model equation. Okay, so we will be able to find out the state model equation. That's why I have already explained all these, how the state model equation can be found out, how the block diagram, from the block diagram how we can find the state model equation. So you can go through all these step by step and you can find the transfer function. Now a simple problem which is given here, which is having a x dot of t is equal to 0 1 minus 2 minus 3. It is the matrix of 2 cross 2 matrix, okay, into x of t, okay, plus 0 1 u of t. Okay, that is the thing which is given here. So from this we can find this is in the this is in the so from this we can find what is the A is the matrix 0 1 minus 2 minus 3, and B is what? B is this one. So 0 1 we can compare from this equation and we can find A and B. Similarly, we have y of t is equal to 1 0 x of t, and we don't have D. So we can have the equation y of t is equal to cx of t plus du of t. So u of t, du of t is not there, so D will be written as a 0. Okay, and what about C will be 1 0. Okay, so this is the thing which is given here. So now we have asked to find the transfer function of the system. So now we will be able to find the transfer function. That's a function requirement is C Si minus A inverse B D of t. Already we have C, we have B, we have D. A is given here. We'll try to take Si minus A, Si minus A. See, it is written directly. I'll go through this. So we have A matrix here. I'll try to write Si minus A. So Si minus A means what is S? S will be written here directly. What is I? I will be the identity matrix of n cross n. What is the A dimension? A dimension is 2 cross 2. What is n? N is equal to n is nothing but 2. So that will be 2 cross 2 identity matrix 1 0 0 1. That is the identity matrix of 2 cross 2. So this is Si. Okay, minus A. A is what? A is given as 0 1 minus 2 minus 3. Now you can see here, I will multiply S in the inside this identity matrix, so we'll get S 0 0 S. You can do directly. Okay, if you are comfortable, you can do directly. But for time being, you just A from Si. So now the first element it is given as S, and now here it is 0. So element by separate from the matrix. So this will give you S minus and 1. This will give you 0 minus of minus 2, and this will give you S minus of minus 3. So what we'll get? We'll get S and this will be 2, and this will be S plus 3. So what will get? S2 minus 1 S plus 3. Okay, so okay, this is Si. This is the thing which is given here. Okay, so Si minus A will happen. Okay. So this is Si minus A. So Si minus A is here. Okay. Now we need to find Si minus A inverse. So already we know the inverse A. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And okay. So now see Si minus A inverse. So we have a matrix A and we need to find the A inverse. So A inverse will be adjoint of A divided by the determinant of A. So we will be able to find adjoint of A and we will be able to find the determinant of A. So already we know all these from the mathematics. We have already studied this. So we can go through the adjoint and the matrix. Okay, adjoint and the determinant. So what will happen? This is the Si minus A inverse. So inverse it is written own method. So this is wrong. So now Si minus A inverse will give you determinant, again it is not written here. So 1 by Si minus A determinant. Okay, 1 by Si minus A determinant. Determinant it is written, sorry, 1 divided by Si minus A determinant. Okay, so adjoint is nothing but for the 2 cross 2 matrix it is easy to take, but you can see if we have A11 for 2 cross 2 I am taking A12, again we have A21 and A22. So how we can find the adjoint? Adjoint of A matrix will be adjoint of A. This is A basically, A which is given here. Adjoint of A is nothing but we can take this position. If we write for this position, we'll try to take this A22 here. So this will be A22. If we write for this position, if we write for this position, so I'll take so okay, I'll take again for this one. 1 minute, huh? Okay. So now you take for this position. So if we eliminate this position, so this row will be eliminated and this column will be eliminated. What will be written here? A21. So A21 means what? A21 will be written where it will be written A21. A21 will be written this side, this point. We are taking row wise, but written filling in a column wise. So A21 will be written here. A21. I'm sorry. What is this? A21. Okay. Am I right? Okay. Now what will happen? Again, I'll write for A21. I'll write for this position. I'll check. So what will happen for this position? A12. So A12 for this position. So that will be written in a transpose. Transpose means this point. So this will be written in a A21. Okay. Try to check in a row wise. आप row wise लीजिए उसको filling in a column wise. Okay. Now what will be written for A22? So for this position you can go through this position. So for this position what will happen? This is the matrix. So this is A11 will be written here. A11 will be written here. I am filling column wise. Okay. So now again this is multiplied with the minus sign, alternate sign will be there. So this will be multiplied with the plus minus sign. So plus minus, again this is minus plus sign. So this is multiplied. Okay. So already you can write directly. Okay. So we can write here. So this will be again you try to eliminate this. You write here plus sign, minus sign. This is again minus sign. This is plus sign. Okay. This will be written here. Okay. So that is the thing which will be written here, and you can go through this. Okay. Now A. So determinant of A means what will happen? We should multiply A11 into A22. So this will be written as A11 A22 minus A12 into A21. So this is the determinant. So try to check this. What was that? This is S2 minus 1 and S plus 3. So what will be adjoint of Si minus A? What will happen? Adjoint of Si minus A equal to this is A22. So what is that A22? A22 is nothing but S plus 3. So S plus 3 is written here. Okay, S plus 3 is written here. And what is that minus A21? So A21 is this one. So this will be written as minus 2. Okay. Now, sorry, A21 I have written here. This should be A12, na? This is A12. I'm sorry, this is A12. Okay. So this is basically A12 is 1. So this will be minus 1. A21 is what? A21 is 2. So this will be minus 2. Now A11 is what? A11 is S. So this is written as S. So this is basically adjoint. So this is the adjoint of this. Okay. Now, okay, already we have minus sign here, no, minus 1. So this will be plus. Okay. Now, what is the determinant? Determinant of A will be a determinant of Si minus A. Si minus A will be determinant of Si minus A will be written as A11 into A22. So what is A11? A11 is this, A22 is this. So S into S plus 3. So this will be written as S into S plus 3. So this will be S square plus 3S. Am I right? S square plus 3S. Now minus of A12 and A21. So A12 is what? A12 is this one and A21 is this one. So minus of minus 2 will be plus 2. So this is the determinant S square plus 3S plus 2. Now I'll write this, and what will be the inverse? Inverse will be 1 by S square plus 3S plus 2 into this matrix S plus 3 plus 1 minus 2 and S. So that's why it is written here S plus 3 1 minus 2 S. Okay, same thing which is written here. Okay, same thing which is written here, and this is divided because this determinant will be divided in the S square plus 3S plus 2. Now what will happen? And we have the B matrix, sorry, C matrix here, and we have a B matrix here. Already D is 0, so that's why it is written here. Try to solve this and try to multiply, and we'll get the transfer function. So just multiply any of these. If you want to multiply to this, you can multiply. Okay, and if you want to multiply this to this, first you can do. Okay, so whatever the thing you want, you can do. So now what will happen? I will multiply these two. So 1 multiplied with this one, S plus 3 will get S plus 3. Okay, now 0 multiplied with this row will multiply with the column. So 0 with this will get 0. Okay, so this is what order? This is what order? This is 1 cross 2. Okay, this is 1 cross 2, and this is what? This is 2 cross 2. So what we'll get overall result will be 1 cross 2 matrix. So this will get 1 cross 2 matrix, 1 cross 2 matrix. So this will be multiplied, row will be multiplied with column, all will be added. So 1 multiplied with S plus 3 will get S plus 3 and plus 0 into minus 2. So 0 into minus 2 will get 0. Okay. Again, this row multiplied with this column. So 1 into 1 is 1, and 0 is 0 into S is 0. So this will get 1. So 1. Okay. Now what will happen? We'll have 0 and 1. So 0 and 1 will multiply and will get divided as S square plus 3S plus 2. Now you see here, this is the thing, and you can have again multiplication. This is 1 cross 2 and this is 2 cross 1. What will get after multiplication? 1 cross 1 matrix. Okay, so this row will be multiplied with this column and will be added. S plus 3 multiplied with 0 will get 0, and plus 1 into 1 which will get 1. So this is basically 1 divided by S square plus 3S plus 2. So this is the overall transfer function of the system. Okay, so this is the transfer function of the given system, 1 divided by S square plus 3S plus 2. Okay, so you should get the matrix multiplication in a correct order. Otherwise, your this matrix is wrong. Okay, so this you should get after multiplication. Okay, so 1 divided by S square plus 3S plus 2. Correct. I hope you are familiar with this. Something which is wrong here. These are the thing which is written wrong. This is a student copy, so you don't go through. This is correct. Okay. Try to go through the 2 cross 2 matrix. I hope you are familiar with this. Okay. So you can revise your own. You can also go through the 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay. Inverse of 3 cross 3 matrix. Inverse of 3 cross 3 matrix. You can go through this. Okay. I hope. Acha, if you are having any shortcut method, you can use. I don't want to consider all these in a adjoint nikaliye pehle, then determinant. You can go through directly. You can find the inverse directly. If you are having any shortcut method, you can use the shortcut method. You can do directly. Okay. So inverse is not our concern. But see, if the question is asked for 4 marks, any shortcut method. If it is asked for minimum marks or less marks, you can do directly. Okay, say now you can have any problem of the 3x3 matrix, whatever we have dictated in the last to last class or in the last class. We have taken the problem like the nth order differential equation and the state model equation for the given transfer function, and you can take that state model equation, try to match that from the transfer function. You can match that nth order differential equation. Let me take one simple problem, and I'll let you know how you can match that problem. Okay, that using the transfer function. So I'll take one small problem, then I'll go through the state space representation of nth order differential equation. So let me have one problem. Okay, so 1 minute. Let me take one small problem that will be okay, 1 minute. Yeah, let me take one small problem. Okay, and try to check whether we are correct or not. Okay, for time being we'll eliminate this. Okay, abhi isko padhenge baad mein. We'll take nth order differential equation, we'll take second order differential equation, d square y by dx square. Try to see. Okay, and if you are having pen and paper, you try to do by your own. Okay, already we have studied 3 dy by dt plus 4y, okay, which is equal to maybe 3u. Okay, that is a very easy problem. So this is a second order differential equation. So now I'll try to take. So now we see what is that this is okay. Now what will happen, this will take y double dot, okay, y double dot plus 3 y dot plus 4 y, which is equal to 3u. Okay, now what was the assumption? What is the n here? What is the n here? What is the n? Anyone please? Already we have studied all these. What is the n here? This is the nth order differential equation. This is second order differential equation. N equal to n equal to 2. So now what we will take, we'll assume y is equal to x1. Same assumption. Assume y is equal to x1. Now what will happen? If we'll differentiate x1, and this will get y dot. Y dot is equal to x1 dot, okay, which is equal to x2, we'll assume. Now again we'll differentiate. This is called y double dot, which is equal to x2 dot, which is equal to x3. This is our assumption. Now if we substitute all these in equation number 1, so this is equation number 1, what will happen? This will get x3 plus 3 x2, okay, y dot is equal to, what will happen? Y dot is equal to x2, and y double dot is equal to x3, not x2 dot. I'm just taking okay, sorry, this should be okay, 1 minute. Not x2, this is only x3. Okay, x2 only. Okay, 2 variable. I'll take 2. Okay, x2 dot is equal to 3x2. Okay, x2 dot is equal to 3x2 plus 4x1, which is equal to 3u. Okay, now this is x2 dot. Now already we have x1 dot is equal to another equation. X1 dot is equal to, what is that? X1 dot is equal to x2. Okay, is it correct? And y equal to x1. So if we put into the matrix form, what will happen? We'll get x1 dot and we'll have x2 dot, okay, in a matrix form. So I'll try to write in a matrix. This will be 2 nth order. N is what? N equal to 2. N equal to 2. So what is the 2 cross 2 matrix will be there? A dimension. So 2 cross 2 matrix, and we have x1 x2. So and we have plus u. Okay. So now see what will be x1 dot? X1 dot is only x2. So x1 dot is only x2. This will be 0 1, and this is u is not there. So that will be 0. X1 into 0 0, and x2 into 1, which is equal to x2 into 1, which is equal to x2, and 0 into u, this is 0. So this equation is over. I'll try to write this equation. So to write this equation, I'll take x2 dot is equal to all these term will be this side. So this will be minus 4x1 minus 3x2, which is equal to plus 3u. Okay, so this can be written as minus 4 minus 3, and what is this? This is 3u. So this is the A and B matrix. Okay, so this is A, this is B. Now what will happen? What about C? C will be written as y is equal to, already we have y is equal to what one? Y is equal to x1. So already we have y equal to x1. So y equal to x1 means what? The determinant, the matrix will be y is equal to, y matrix will be, okay, what is the dimension of this one? X dimension, x1 and x2. So this is the 2 cross 1 dimension. Okay, and what is this dimension? This should be 1 cross 1. So what will happen? This should be 1 cross 2 dimension. So to have this 1 cross 1. Okay, so this is 1 cross 2. So 1 row and 2 column. So what is the y equal to x1? So x1 means this is 1 and this is 0. And already we have d is 0. So there is no u in this equation. So this will be 0. So this is 0 and already you have t. So now what will happen? Already this is, we have C and this is D, and there it was, we have A, this is A, this is A, and this is B. So if we are able to, if we are trying to find the transfer function and try to match if the transfer function is matching or not. What is the transfer function equation? Transfer function equation is C Si minus A. Okay, Si minus A. What is that? Inverse. Si minus A inverse into B plus D. Okay, so this is the transfer function. So I'll be able to, first I'll be able to find Si minus A inverse. Okay, so what was that? We have A equal to, what is that? A is 0 1 minus 4 minus 3. So this is 0 1 minus 4 minus 3. Okay, and what is B? B is what? B is given as 0 3. Okay, 0 and 3. On already we have C and D. Okay, so now I'll try Si minus A, Si minus A. So this will be S0 0s, this is 2 cross 2, minus A is what? 0 1 minus 4 minus 3. So what will happen? This will be S minus 1, and this will be minus of minus 4. So what will happen? This will be plus 4, and this will be S minus of minus 3. So what will be S plus 3? I hope I am correct. Okay, now I'll try to take Si minus A inverse right now here. Okay, so Si minus A inverse means what will happen? I'll take adjoint, I'll take determinant of A. So what will be S square plus 3s minus of minus 4? What will happen? S square plus 3s plus 4. So this is the determinant, S square plus 3s plus 4. Okay, right now I'm taking the example of 2 marks. So that is easy for us. Okay, now what will happen? This will be taken as a inverse. Okay, now I'll try to take adjoint. Adjoint means, see, this will be written interchange. This will be interchange, and this will be multiplied with the minus sign for 2 cross 2. It is a shortcut method. So try to write, this is the interchange. So S and S plus 3 will be interchange, and this will be multiplied with the minus sign. So minus of minus 1 will be plus 1, and this is minus 4. This is the shortcut method to write the 2 cross 2 matrix adjoint. Okay, so now, so this is the basically inverse matrix. Now I'll try to put in the transfer function. So what is the transfer function? C is what? C is 1 and 0. 1 and 0. So 1 and 0 I have written. And what is that? This is basically S square plus 3s plus 4. Okay, so this is the determinant. And what is that matrix? Matrix is basically S plus 3, 1 minus 4s. And what is that? B. B is what? B is, I think, 0 3. B is equal to 0 3. So B is 0 and 3. Now plus D. D is 0 now. So this is as it is. Now just multiply these two. Okay, try to multiply these two. So these two means this I have written 1 and 0. 1 and 0 here as it is. I have written S square plus 3s plus 4. And try to multiply these two. So what will happen? This row will multiply this column. So will be written. So S plus 3 multiplied with this 0. So again 0, and this will multiply 3 into 1. So plus 3. So this will be 3. Okay. Now another term, minus 4 into 0, 0. And this will be written as 3s. So this is 3s. Okay. Try to multiply these two again. So this can be written as 3 into 1. So this will be 3. Okay. And plus 3 into s. So 0 into 3s. So this will be 0 divided by S square plus 3s plus 4. So now this is the, what is the equation? What is the transfer function? S square plus 3s plus 4. Okay, so this is the transfer function. Now try to validate whether it is correct or not, whether this is the transfer function which is correct or not. I have found the transfer function which is correct or not. So let me check again. Go to the problem which is given here. And now what is the problem which is given here? It is given as you take this differential equation in a Laplace. So try to take a Laplace. So what will happen? This will be s square y of s. What will happen? S square y of s plus 3 y of s. What will happen? Plus 3 s into y of s. I'm sorry, 3 into s y of s, because d by dt is s, and d square by dt square. I'm sorry, dt square. So d square by dt square is nothing but s square. So this will be s square y of s. Now again we have 4 y of s, which is equal to 3 u of s. Now try to take y of s is common here. So what will happen? S square plus 3s plus 4 into y of s, which is equal to 3 u of s. Now you can take y of s divided by u of s, y of s by u of s. What will happen? This is nothing but 3 divided by s square plus 3s plus 4. This is the transfer function. This is the transfer function. What we have got? 3 divided by s square plus 3s plus 4, which is same. So try to solve using this, okay, and try to validate if your answer is correct or not. Okay. So in the examination, maybe nth order differential equation is given, you will be able to validate. You will be able to check whether your answer is correct or not, whether your transfer function is correct or not. Okay. Now, okay. I hope till now it is correct. So you can go through also. We have a block diagram. You can have a block diagram. Using the block diagram, you can find the transfer function also. And using the block diagram, you can go through the differential equation also. Okay. Using the block diagram, you can go through the transfer function. And using the block diagram, you can go through the state model equation. And using the state model, you can find the transfer function. Okay. So all are interrelated to each other. All are related to each other. You can go through this. Now see, this is the state space representation of nth order differential equation. So I'll try to write the nth order differential equation. In the initial class, I told you that I'll solve for nth order differential equation, how we are getting the x dot of t and how the equation can be found out. So I'll try to write. Okay. Now see, in a state space representation of nth order differential equation, and if we write nth order differential equation, we would be able to write d to the power n y divided by dt to the power n. This is nth order differential equation I am writing, and I have just considered that this does not having any coefficient. Okay. Now I'll try to start the coefficient from here. Okay. Now this is d to the power n minus 1 y divided by dt to the power n minus 1, plus we have a2 d to the power n minus 2 y divided by dt to the power n minus 2. Now similarly we'll go through this at the end, and we'll write this as a and y. Okay. A and y. Okay. Now what will happen, which is equal to u of t. I have taken this as a nth order differential equation. So if we take this nth order differential equation, and if we go through the initial condition, so input is basically u of t. So initial condition will write that initial condition which can be written as y of 0. Y of 0 will be the initial condition of input y, and similarly for the differential function dy by dt. So at t equal to 0, we'll write dy of 0 by dt. Similarly, we can write d square y of 0 by dt. Okay. Okay. Dt to dt square dot dot dot. We can go through the initial condition. Basically we are writing t to the power t at t equal to 0. So we can write dn minus 1 y of 0 divided by dt to the power n minus 1, and this is at t equal to 0. Okay. At t equal to 0, which will be given in the problem. Okay. Which will be given us. Okay. So now to have the dynamic behavior of the system, we completely determine from the knowledge of input. So we have input which is given as u of t, and we will be able to find y dot of t. Okay. y double dot of t, y triple dot of t, and y to the power n minus 1 t. We will be able to find. So for the given input u of t, we will be able to find. For the given input, we will be able to determine. We will be able to determine that is y of t, okay, and y dot of t, y dot of t, okay, and similarly y dot of sorry, y to the power n minus 1 t, okay. So n minus of t, okay, we will be able to find, okay. So for the given input, we will be able to find the output at the any stage, because in the block diagram you have already seen in the block diagram we are giving the input u of t, and we are taking the output y of t here, okay, and we will be able to find all the state which is given here, all the state which is given here, an integral function which is given here, all the integral function in between. So we are able to find all these terms, that is state variable which is represented here. So I have told you that this is represented as x1 and this is represented as x2, and x2 is nothing but x1 dot. So x1 dot, which is also written as y is equal to x1. So x2 is equal to basically x1 dot, x2 is equal to x1 dot, which is equal to y dot, okay. So y dot we will be able to find for the given input u of t, okay, and for the initial condition which is given at t equal to 0, okay. So now the terms which we can consider and which we can have an assumption, and we can consider for the set of n state variable, and we'll have y equal to x1. So similarly, if we differentiate both side, we'll be able to find y dot is equal to maybe x2 or x1 dot, okay, and y double dot is equal to x3, y double dot is equal to x3. Whatever we assumed in the previous problems, now that is the thing we are taking. This is an assumption. This is an assumption, okay. Now we'll take y to the power, similarly dot dot dot, you can go through this, and we'll have y to the power n minus 1, y to the power n minus 1 as a xn. So that is the assumption we are taking here, okay. So I hope till now it is correct. See, why we have taken xn, why xn minus 1, why not xn minus 1? See, we are taking y is equal to x1, not y dot equal to x1. If we take y dot equal to x1, we should have y to the power n minus 1 is equal to x to the x n minus 1. So we are taking y dot, 1 dot is equal to 2, x2. So n minus 1 should be equal to xn. So that's why we have taken x1, okay, xn. Okay, now we will try to take till now, and we are taking yn is equal to xn dot, okay. I hope this is correct. Yn is equal to xn dot, okay. So yn is nothing but it is n times dot, yn is nothing but n times dot, okay, n times differentiated, okay. 1 minute, huh? आप जब कॉलेज के लॉगिन आईडी पे लॉगिन करेंगे ना, जो लॉगिन है नेट वाला, उस पे एक नंबर फ्लैश होता है, वही नंबर है, लॉगिन करने समय में दिखेगा, ओके. See, now we'll try to take the set of equations. So now see what will happen. We'll have from this what will happen. This is called x1 dot. We can write now. We'll try to take again and again rewrite the equation, and set of equation we'll write. So we'll write x1 dot is equal to, x1 dot is what? X1 dot is equal to x2. What will happen? X2 dot is equal to, I am trying to correlate from this equation only. X2 dot is equal to y double dot, which is equal to x3 dot. So x2 dot is equal to x3, okay. And similarly for xn minus 1, xn minus 1 dot, xn minus 1 dot, okay. Xn minus 1 dot is equal to xn, okay. I hope it is correct. Now I'll try to substitute all these in this equation, in nth order differential equation. Nth order differential, I'll try to substitute. So you try to substitute, what you will get? It is yn dot. Yn dot means what? Yn dot, yeah, y to the power n, which is equal to xn dot. So this is nothing but, I'll try to write in the next slide. So okay, 1 minute. So this is nothing but xn dot. This is nothing but xn dot, okay. Now what will happen? Plus a1, what is that? Y to the power n minus 1, it is nothing but xn. So a1 xn, okay. So it is written as plus a1 xn plus a1 xn plus similarly a2 xn minus 1, okay, plus a3 xn minus 2, okay. It is similarly it is written in the form, okay. So now what will happen, an yn, so an with the y is what, x1. So similarly at the end I'll write plus a n x1, a n x1, okay, which is equal to u. So now I'll try to write xn dot is nothing but minus a1 x1 minus minus a n x1. I'll write in a increasing order, minus a n x1 minus a2 x2, okay, a n minus 1 x2, a n minus 1 x2 plus minus a n minus 2 x3, okay, minus dot, what will happen, minus a1 xn and plus u, okay, xn a1 xn minus 1 na? So this should be xn minus 1, this should be xn minus 1, this should be a1 xn minus 1 is there, or 1 minute, a1 what is the yn minus 1 xn, okay. Okay, it is correct. Okay, it is correct. So now I'll try to put into the matrix form, and I'll try to use these equations, these x1 dot, x2 dot, x3 dot, xn minus 1 dot, and we have already xn dot. So I'll try to substitute all these in a matrix form, and what will happen will be in the form of all these will be in the form of x dot is equal to a capital A into x plus b into u. Okay, so this can be written as x1 x2 x3, okay, dot xn, okay. So this is nothing but x, this is nothing but x, okay, this is nothing but x. And what we'll get x is equal to x dot is equal to similarly x1 dot, x2 dot, okay, x3 dot xn dot, okay, xn dot. So and similarly if you want to find a, so a matrix will, what will happen, a matrix for this a matrix. So if you multiply x1 dot, if you will try to find x1 dot is having x1 dot is equal to what, x2. So we'll start with the 0 and 1. So this will be a start with the 1, okay, and 0 1 0 0 0 0 up to some point, okay, some 0, okay. Similarly if we start with the second row, so we'll get 0 0 1 0. What is x2 dot? X2 dot is nothing but x3. So x2 dot is nothing but x1 x2 x3. So again it is written with 0. Similarly we can find for last row, so what is xn dot? Xn dot is equal to minus an, okay, minus an minus 1. See here, minus an minus 1 minus an minus 2 minus an minus 2, and last row will what will happen, last row will be minus a1, okay. So this is nothing but a matrix. So what will happen for b, b is associated with the u, so b is associated with the u. So what will happen, b is associated with the u is means what, u is only in the xn, not in x1 x2 x1 x2 x3. So it will be written as 0 0 0, all the 0 in the last it will be 1, in the last at the xn it will be 1. So all these is the matrix which is written here, and already we know this is called state vector matrix. This ax is called state vector matrix, state vector matrix, vector matrix. And what is the order? Order is n cross 1, okay. And this is called input matrix. U is nothing but input matrix. So basically u is nothing but a input matrix, okay. Now a is nothing but a state vector matrix. So this is nothing but a state vector matrix, okay. A is nothing but a state matrix, okay. A is nothing but a state matrix. This is a state vector matrix, this is the state matrix. So this is order of n cross n, okay. And b is the order of what, b is the order of n cross 1 matrix, okay. So all these in a matrix form. If similarly if you try to find y, So what is happened? Y is equal to, what is this? Y is equal to x1. So we have taken y is equal to x1, and if we try to take y is equal to x1 as, so we can write in a matrix form y is equal to 1 0 0 0 0, all the zeros, and okay, all the zeros which is multiplied with the, what will happen, which is multiplied with the x matrix. So x1 x2 up to the xn. So that's why it is written as, okay. So in this is in the form of y is equal to cx. Oh, we don't have d, we don't have d, okay. So c is the matrix of order n cross, sorry, 1 cross n. So this is the order of 1 cross n, and this is the order of 1 n cross 1 matrix, okay. So this is the output equation, okay, and that was the state equation. So this is all about the state representation of nth order differential equation. So state space representation of nth order differential equation, you will be able to find if the nth order differential equation is given, you can find the nth order differential equation, okay. Till now I hope it is correct. I hope this is correct. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in this class, if any doubt, please let me know. Next class, I'll go through the state transition matrix. This is the next topic in your syllabus, and the properties of state transition matrix is very important, and that is directly asked in the competitive examination. Okay, it is directly asked. You can find many problems on this. Okay, on this topic. So we'll do state transition matrix in the next class. Okay, and in the state transition matrix, we have a matrix which is important for us, and that is widely used in this state transition to find the state transition matrix. A matrix will be widely used. Okay, so we'll be able to do state transition matrix in the next class. Meanwhile, any doubt, please let me know. We have 5 minutes left. I hope we'll try to take some question. Okay. If any doubt, please let me know. You can take 3 cross 3 matrix in a quick go. I'll try to uh, give you one problem. We have 3 cross 3 matrix, A matrix which is of 3 cross 3, and which is given as 1 2 1. Okay, 1 2 1 minus 1 1 0, and maybe you can take 2 3 and 0. Okay, and try to find A inverse matrix. Try to do this at homework, and try to find the A matrix. What is the inverse of this matrix? Try to find, and I'll let you know in the next class what is the shortcut method, how you can find the using the shortcut method. So you can find the determinant. Okay, this is basically if A matrix is a 3 cross 3 or a state variable is 3 cross 3 representation is given, that will be lengthy problem. Okay, so try to use the shortcut method. Okay, try to find the shortcut using the shortcut method, the inverse using the shortcut method, and that will be easy for you. Okay. So I hope all of you are familiar. Those who are preparing for competitive examination, so in the mathematics they have done the shortcut method. Okay, so try to find. Okay, I hope you will be able to find. Okay. So now